The reason why the music has been turned late today on is I actually messed up the videos, but here we are anyways. We are racing in Spain, maybe after 10 minutes after we should have started. But we're here with 19 drivers plus one joining mid-quali. And obviously, here is me. Commentating as usual with who? With Luke.
Oh, thanks! Alright, dickwad, forgetting my name.
Okay, never mind. Anyways, we're hopping into the Spanish Grand Prix, another episode of the title fight between Goyle and Drake, which in Hungary was pretty exciting, with first little touches of the season as far as I'm aware. Obviously excluding Bahrain, but that race, Drake was on mediums and Goyle on softs. Goyle hoping that he will take the lead and then keep it until the checkered flag. But in 3 laps to go, he has been back overtaken and lost that victory. Now, the gap between these two is only 2 points, which is very, very little. We join you the lobby.
Let's see what the weather is for today. It's dry, Corey, it looks like.
Yep. Just checking on the sound settings, if you can confirm on the chat if this is all right. Well, as you can see, these other things I can just lower the main sound by 1, and that's fine.
Okay. It's
So-
dry.
Dry the whole race?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, all the way through. So yay!
finally, dry race. We've got wet Hungary. We've got close to rain Imola because it was overcast most of the time. We've got dry in Italy as well. This is Guil. You've just seen last Enzo joining, but this is Guil. Will not tell you about the circumstances of that most likely, but he is there racing in Aston Martin today.
So the championship will keep going on between him and Drake Dempsey.
Yep. Well, we also have to speak about the changes to the lineup because we've got a couple. Most likely speaking about the full-time drivers who have joined us, and these are Ben Riddle in Red Bull Racing as Mr. BT. We've got Cameron Dowd racing in Alfa Romeo for the first time ever in Ero. And we've got a promotion straight from the F4 division, but the driver is no assist and has showed his pace. Now he deserves the chance, and he got it in Ero F1. Jakub Trzeciak, aka Celsius, has joined us in the Ero F1 division. Alongside, there will be his teammate, there is Guil, who is fighting for the championship, so he'll be very important number 2 driver.
But I'm curious to see what Cameron does, because Drake's actually, because in other championships, him and Drake have been head-to-head a lot of the time. So like they've had 1-2s all over the board, so can they actually break the streak of Guil and Drake?
Well, all I know, speaking about this, by the way, Alfa Romeo reserve seat has been filled by Jan Licznarski, who is fighting for the championship in F4 division. Now he's getting his chance, like his rival Gareth Rogers. Now he was racing in Ferrari, Gareth, and Hungary. Now it's Jano in Alfa Romeo. For the reserves, let's go through the standings. We've got Mikael Korhonen, Mikulitsi in the Mercedes, still in the garage, so he doesn't want to show up for now. Both classes are reserve drivers. Kasanakcha, who has been here in F1 but dropped to F2 due to lack of pace, and Kalle Pulkinen, both from F2. Hassan races in Aston, Ken in Alfa Romeo.
Oh, hello. Oh, it's Mr. VT stopped. I thought he'd spun out.
Okay, so Raul Gonzalez as well in the Ferrari fills up the grid, and it's the car number 20. So we've got full grid. Well done, and this looks very well since we enabled the line.
To let you know, Access, the first car who will finish a lap, he's in sector 3 now. Just got the last 2 corners to go. Comes around the final corner now to set the first time of the session. And it's going to be a 1 minute 16.1 for Access. Behind him it's Drake, who invalidated. So he's had to go for another run. Who's that coming? Oh wow, a lot of guys have invalidated. That's Makabotta now with P2 and a 16.4. Is that Kian or is that no, that's Mr. BT Stott on his lap.
Looking for a driver who is on his hot lap, and I think Raul is the one on the Ferrari.
Oh, it's Funky takes pole by half a tenth. And RGB is P4, 19.2 on mediums. That's Cameron coming to the line, and it's a 16.5 on the mediums. As Davey goes P3 and a 16.3.
Also can see a Red Bull on the final sector. It's King Hodgson. But there's Ferrari right behind. Haver has invited his lap as well. Speaking of the Alfa Romeos, Jano starts his lap on mediums, which is a very interesting choice. Well, this race, the Spanish Grand Prix, is going to be interesting in terms of strategies. Because you can go through various ones, like soft to mediums, which is possible if you can stretch the softs. We can also go soft, medium, medium, soft, medium, soft. Well, there is nearly every single choice. Medium hards are also good. Personally, I've gone for hards to mediums, but there was rain at the end of the race. Well, so I had to change for Inters once.
Yes, but at least you went cool and you had a puncher. and had to go in the intermediate.
And they were overheating.
Yes, because it wasn't wet enough. Okay, so
Jano is going to finish his lap, and it's 51.0 at the moment in Sector 2 from the F4 driver.
oh, hello. Maxwell's gone out on softs. He hasn't gone for the mediums. And he's long Stroll apparently as well.
We'll see how Will goes for it. Currently following Jano as he is going to cross the line now. It's going to be somewhere around 18s. It's 17.6. Overtaking the F2 driver.
Google's done a really good pace around his lap here, and it's a 17.3 for him in his first lap. And that was Michalizzi at 17.4. And then goes Hassan, P8 is a 17.3 as well. Mr. BT comes to the line, it's a 17.0. So you've got a lot of pace. Joker goes P8 on 3-lap-old mediums.
Well, looking for the drivers that are on the hot lap, I cannot find any. Well, I think I just get quiet for a moment, so... due to little technical issues, but the lobby is still going. The lobby has got no problems, it's only mine sound issues. You might have heard.
Yeah, because I was getting blamed for it apparently, but it's you. Hopefully we can get that sorted out for the race. So, obviously, Funky still leads the way in pole position on the softs. There's a 16.1. 0.42, half a tenth quicker than Axa and the Frenchman. And then Davies in a brilliant stint on the mediums to go P3. Then Macabotta, Cameron, who's now gone on softs now. No loser, Mr. BT, whose track extended quite a lot there, so that might... But he didn't thankfully block anyone's laps, it looks like. Joker, Enzo, who is Guwil. Guwil, Hassan, sorry, I always butcher his name. JML, Michalizzi, Jarno, RGB, and then Loki are the only ones who haven't set a lap copy yet. Josh Unknown.
Coutinho. God damn it.
Yup, I was muted. So I'm back here. We're back here both. At least we should, because as you can see, we are changing our source of speaking. We are on the PlayStation party, but it didn't work the best. They are switching to Discord. Now following Loki as he's going to cross the line now. He's going to be in the 16th, as I'm right, and he goes third fastest.
But you've got to remember, he won the race last season, but it was in the rain.
It was in the rain, and as well, let's remind that...
It was Julian as well, obviously chasing him down.
Yep. Julian's got the penalty though then.
Yeah, but still, obviously, he had to hold him off. Because Julian had the much better pace.
Let's see how about Drake. He might get that 15th, and he might set up the newest fastest lap of the quality. Yes, it is.
Well, there's quality over, unless Google can do anything.
It was getting interesting for that entire time, and then this happens.
I was like, oh my god, Buggy's gonna get put. Oh.
Most of the drivers are on the out laps right now, but
Ken's the only one on a lap who's coming to the start finish line now. And what's his lap going to be on the softs? It's a 16.3. He was P6. So it looks like everyone's starting to move over. Oh boy, the F1 chat's blowing up.
Cameron's gone 16.0.
Yeah, let's just say the F1 chat's already blown up, but people getting blocked. So that's great.
Yeah, meanwhile Cameron Dawes has gone 16-0-0-5, so he was very, very close. Not
I
enough
told
close.
you. He could break the streak, but obviously, between Guwil and Drake, you never know, he could win today.
Yep. At the same time, Toybiak Romantic is invented his lab, but at the same time, Guil, who is Enzo in the lobby, but this is still Guil, we know that.
And he's Lance Stroll as well by looking at the helmet.
So we got three people at once.
Yeah, so, but I feel like he's going to have his helmet removed in the race because of the glitch going on.
Axis,
But,
I guess, on the way to pits, Marco Botta as well.
Guwil went up to the gears there, he didn't stay in 6th for that corner, and he's 6.5 tenths up now. That'll put him in 16.7 at the moment. But see if he can find any more pace in Sector 3 alone. He's just got the tricky Sector 3 to go.
Who was third? Okay, I know who was third in the championship now. Because it's obvious. By the way, Axel can today secure his Ero F1 seat for the next season.
Guwil's only P9, 16.3.
Getting used to the new setup, to the new wheel set is not the easiest thing, as you can see now.
Yeah, Keane's obviously doing a last question mark. Was he actually going to set a lap here? No, he's just getting a feel for the track.
Alright.
Oh my!
Did he just miss the pits?
Yeah, he didn't turn right enough and he went smack into the pit wall. Oh, for God's sake, Keane!
Why? Just why? Okay,
No, he did it on purpose. Obviously, I could tell. He probably wasn't thinking. He just didn't turn.
Okay. So here is 1 like equals 1. Press F to pay respect for Kian.
I can't believe it. Yeah, I can tell he was going for the pits, but I think he just accelerated. I just went straight at it. Oh, but Yodo nearly smashed into him because he didn't disappear.
He's nearly done the same thing, right? Joker 72, but he is not able to complete his lap now as he's invalidated. Hassan is on his way to do so. There we go, second.
Ooh, yeah.
And look how close.
Yeah, Davies jumped from F3. Like he's done what Josh did last season. He went from F3 to F2 to F1.
Just another Ero speedrunner.
Yeah, but Davies on the pacey for Spain. He could actually take the lead if he gets a great start at turn 1. So this is actually shaping to be a very interesting quali. You have a full dry race, obviously as said before, and the pace is actually starting to generally stabilise. The top 3 within nearly a 10th.
Also, considering, we have to consider the best tires, the tires where the drivers have put their best laps in. 5 of them have gone on mediums, the rest is on soft, as you can see. Both Williams cars are close to each other and will start their laps in a fairly close distance.
Oh, sorry, I zoned out. Cameron does start his, I think this is his final fly, because I don't know what the time is, obviously, with the glitch going on still.
So, also Cameron Dowd is 11 milliseconds faster in Sector 1.
But he only needs a 10th and a bit to actually take pole away from Drake. So it's going to be close.
Now we're going with him through the most difficult section of turns 7, 8, 9. Actually, the entire track is very difficult. It's very technical.
Well,
and if you push a little bit too much, you're actually in the wall.
He's 33 milliseconds down. So unless he has a mega
Sector 3.
Unless there's a mega Sector 3, he will stay P3.
He's going now to cross the line, and he is about to finish his lap. Can he make 15s into the board?
He does, but he's 1 millisecond off Davey.
Yep. That was very close. Might as well
Yeah.
regain it on the start of this Grand Prix.
As a Loki's a tenth and a half up. Funky's invalidated, but Loki's nearly a tenth and a half up here. He could get to P4 if he could get lap doing. I just couldn't talk there. Jesus Christ. Loki's just got the tricky last few corners now. Shifts to third, to the fourth round, and the final corner now. Is Loki going to get ahead of Axe here? And no, he can't.
7 milliseconds behind Funky, though.
He stays in the same position, though, because Funky invalidated his lap and abandoned it, so he's going for another flyer.
Okay.
That's
Next
Enzo.
driver to start lap is...
It's Will, obviously.
Yeah.
So this is his last run. As the Hasses come out of the pits and hopefully stay out everyone's way.
Just getting the feedback, the way we talk now through Discord is way better. For the chat says.
It's probably your mic on the PSN, that's probably why.
Perhaps it's very old and it's on the way to die, to be honest.
Oh, Drake just matched his sector one time, but he's made a bit of a mistake in turn 3. And Google's backed up his lap.
Did he?
Oh, that's
He's just invalidated it, so means there is still
That's
a minute to go. So
Well,
he
that's
might
why-
start another one.
I've realised the reason why it looked like it stopped. It just kicked me off.
Can I just invite you during the quali results?
Yes, because the game just decided to kick me off for some reason. Fun.
Unless you can ask Keen or Cameron, because they are in the garage. Or Miku. Miku has left as well!
Oh boy.
Well, this is not a restart yet.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Meanwhile, Drake goes ahead by 0.2 of a second. Enzo literally stops on the track. It's cool, apparently. We'll keep missing that one. Drivers are out in Sector 3. It doesn't damage Silchik's lap, but he backs out from beating it. It would have been way better and might have put him into maybe P5. But backing out is a better idea in terms of tires. RGB goes for 10th. We have just seen. McLaren is next. As Mark Abota is crossing time. Miku has joined.
Yeah, my game's just starting the break. I'm going to reset my PSN completely.
You have to restart your PSN, do I confirm?
Well, the fact it won't load the game, that's a great sign.
Doesn't get the best way. Meanwhile, Chibuika Chukfuma is on Sector 3. Daniel Hernandez goes into 8th. The Alpine driver, well, finally in the qualifying, he has scored points only once this season. He still can do way better. Especially in his homeland. How about Chibuika? He goes 16-0-10 and completely smashes himself into Dafe. But that's qualifying over anyways for him, as he finishes at 5th place best. Aurel and Le Pen goes slowly, same as the Chicks. They both have backed out from their laps. So it really doesn't matter. Again, on the way to end his lap, same as Guil. And we have invalidated Tilchix. Well, we could see he has backed out. Well, everyone has backed out, so.
Okay, I'm just gonna ping you something.
This little technical issue screen is very quick because, well, I forgot about that one during the during a sound source change.
Oh, Davey! Look at the time he put in the F1 chat.
Okay, I
Oh,
need to go back
no.
to the live stream screen. Thank you guys for letting us.
Davey had a 15.6 and he invalidated in the last corner.
So, we've got our second commentator back in the lobby. By the way, Tom, about your question in terms of tires. Here you are. Only 2 drivers have completed their laps on mediums. And it's Sabir Grimaldi and Joshua Evans.
What the? I've just come back and I see Davey across the line.
Well,
Oh, well, so I
Drake
just joined back.
Dempsey is like
What
Max
do you think?
Verstappen in France and both Austrian Grand Prix in real F1 at the moment.
But the big thing is, Google's only P10, and he has to start on softs as well.
So no strategy undercut.
This is gonna be entertaining. But it's a good day for Cameron to get a top 3 in his first qualifying. Only 1 millisecond off the front row. So it goes Drake, Davey, Cameron, Funky, Loki, Axa, Makabota, Joker, Ken, Guil, RGB, Mr. BT, 6, Javier, No Loser, Yano, Josh, Hassan, Mikuliti, and Kian.
Well, that's it for the qualifying.
Yay!
Places.
But I got a feeling do you think the safety car's going to happen? So it's apparently it's going to be a dry race. It's Spain. Actually, what am I talking about? Turn 1.
How about approximate weather? Because we've got overcast.
Well, it's going to be dry, so it's supposed to be like this, and then starts dry. There.
How about
Yes,
Austria
sunny.
conditions?
Well, Austria conditions have been rained when it does this, but apparently there was no rain.
While we wait for drivers to start the formation lap, as this race is definitely getting more and more interesting.
But the championship as well, don't forget, since Drake's got a golden opportunity to get a load of points away from Guil.
Well, the gap is only 2 points, but it doesn't change the fact we've got races where everything has changed. Like, for example, Japan, where Drake did not finish his race. Portugal, where he got his penalty. Bahrain.
Oh, for Pete's sake, it's doing it again.
Okay. Well, I have to use the technical issue screen yet again, but I will not change that during the start. Remember. Okay.
I'm just gonna go and scream in the call.
There we go. It should have been joined season 7 of ERO in the technical issue screen, I just realized. While speaking about the standings, well, there were a couple of races where all changed. In advantage of good, there's Bahrain, where Drake got P4, Japan, where Drake has DNF'd, and Portugal, where Drake was P4 due to the penalty.
But you gotta remember, Drake could have got a podium, but he went for a lunge on the last lap at Bahrain.
Yep. He lost it on his way.
Yeah, Guil won the race, and obviously then he's held the championship lead till then.
Guil did not start in Baku, and that has damaged his, getting away chances. Same as in Imola, where he got involved in an incident with Wojciech from the McLaren. Well, on lap 11.
Well, we're gonna see. Are we gonna see a different winner here, apart from Guil and Drake?
Well, we haven't seen any of those since the beginning of the season. Yeah. There has been only these two.
Yeah, Guil's got no helmet.
Wait, really?
Yeah, because he's Lance Stroll, obviously the helmet doesn't load into the race.
Well, at least we got Lance Stroll in Formula 1 and we can add that in the social media. So meanwhile...
But Guil is glitching all over the place as well, so I'm a bit worried about that.
Are you in the lobby?
Yeah, I'm in the lobby, but Guil's glitching a lot.
Okay, you're taking the start.
Okay, we'll just wait for the last call of Keaton Hodgson to get to the line, and then we should get the lights coming on. As we wait for the lights now. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are waiting for the Spanish Grand Prix. Drake is not a good start. Davey.
Well, that has been a heavy lag, so I have to take control of that. Dave takes the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix. Drake will try to go around the outside to turn 1, and he will retake the lead. They're still side by side. Dave is on the lead again. Ferrari spun out at the back, but who is going to come out on top after the sector 1? It's Drake Dempsey who takes the lead permanently at the moment. Drake just wanted to get the move.
He's got the best start to be leading and Davey P2 and Funky P3. Cameron did got it up and Keane's out.
Well, Keane has retired from the session.
And
this might cause a safety car.
He's crashed out. No, he's caught off the track. He's got debris on track. But no safety car, because it would have deployed by now.
Well, Cameron Dowd has got a bit of poor start that he lost 2 places in the lap 1. Meanwhile, Tractors will try to make a move.
Oh, who's that? Someone's gone to the old mat.
That was Cameron.
Oh no!
Might have missed the breaking point, and he's back on the P17, and he has to recover his performance, especially when he has to go on soft tires.
But Cameron's dropped a P3 to, unfortunately, P17. He's literally going to Kimi Räikkönen in the sprint race. And he is pitting.
So he will change definitely his front wing. Might have missed the braking point, that this is why. He has lost loads of places, he's already retired.
Oh, yeah. That's a shame for his first race after a great qualifying. But Drake leads after a good battle with Davey in lap 1. Oh, no. Yeah. Sutinio, I know that already.
Yeah, so I must take the action because I have seen some issues from our side. The gates of the hell are open, right on the chat, Black Wolf.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
As yellow flags in sector 1, Davi nearly misses Drake. Could have nearly gone to the back of him, but he stays behind without trouble, thankfully. Well,
that's that yellow flag's just for Cameron's car out on track right now.
Well, he's still going.
Yeah, it's just pulling over now.
Can
and
you
then
stop on that track?
Look at this train that's getting formed. As Drake leads the way with DRS activated this time. Michael Bott is going fastest.
Because I haven't turned on. By the way, I haven't turned on the telemetry yet, but I can still see Drake is using his DRS in comparison to Drake. He's having loads of more of it.
Yeah, but obviously you think this is a track which is there's like only one overtaking place, which is the front stretch. And hello, Google's made a position on Joker.
Yup, he's now P7, the second title contender. The gap is still getting way bigger, cause it's 21 points at the moment. 22 if we include the pole position, and 23 if Drake still has his fastest lap. But we'll see. Yellow flag.
That's a yellow flag. Oh, that's not a loser.
Yep.
He spun out on the curbing, but he's functionally got no front wing damage, it looks like.
And it's Botta Marco who has fastest lap at the moment. Just to confirm. But
I feel like Drake might go faster, I don't know why.
So, right now it's only 6/10.
Give me 2 seconds to TN, also.
Duffy makes the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. I don't think he will go for the move yet. But he might get very close. It's not close enough yet to think about the move, but it's fine to stay very close. Use the curb, the inside curb, which is very deadly, but you can still go through it. So what Davi needs to do to take the lead of this Grand Prix is to stay behind Drake for less than a second. Then, when there is DRS, use that overtake mode and maybe finally overtake the American and take the lead of this Grand Prix.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
Sorry, I just had to deal with it quickly there. I really thought Davey was going to go for the move there. For like on Hamilton at the sprint race yesterday.
Well, he's not using ERS yet. This is not paying out in Sector 2. We remember he got very close to Drake on the last lap and that nearly ended up with a collision.
Yeah, but Google is catching this train as Cameron leaves the session after fortunately having a bit of a mistake, it looks like. And hopefully we'll come back stronger next week at Belgium. As Davey, is he going to go for the move this time? Because he's only 5 turns off.
Well...
And AXA now goes fastest.
Will he try overtaking Chibukem into the turn 1? I don't think so, but we're just making sure. Yes, he is not overtaking, he's even gone a little bit wide into the first chicane. We'll stay with the two victory contenders, not the title contenders, because unfortunately Guil is at the moment on the P7, which is a bit too far. The guys who keep battling.
Hello, it's Josh Unknown and Yano.
They're going will to Will. The Alva Former and the Williams.
Josh Unknown is going to get held off by Yano. He's going to held back from Yano. And if he makes a mistake, Michelitz's all over this group.
You can see Yano was supposed to do that. And there's a massive crash between all of these three drivers, which means 5 seconds penalty for Yano. It was clearly his own spin.
Michelitti's got no front wing.
Josh has got it damaged.
Yeah, but Michelitti's got no front wing with TDO.
Which Michelitti went to pit.
But no, but I'm surprised Michelitti didn't DNF because of how hard he hit the back of the car. But it looks like Drake's slowly inching away as Drake's now fastest car on track. He's a 19.4. And hello, Guil. But Guil's got no DRS.
Josh, Michelitti.
No loser. No, he just spun out again in the same corner.
Physical penalty for Daniel Hernandez, by the way. El Joker.
Michelitti's spent in the pit lane.
Well, it's very hard to break without the front wing, but this race is still to regain, especially when we've got... This is one of the two divisions where the safety car is set on standard, so any DNF may cost that one, even though Keen's DNF did not.
Yeah, even his car was on the track. No DNF. Like, what is this? But I feel like now the pit strategy is going to play into this because an undercut could easily help you get ahead of the car ahead.
We did not check the strategies of people outside top 5, but we assume the people who have started on medium, who are Mr. PT, Javier, Tilsix, Yano, and RDB, all of us started on the medium tires. Every single soft runner has started the race on the softs.
Yeah, I feel as Noyes retires in the pits now. Unfortunately, spin out twice in the same corner, so you can't blame him for a bit annoyed. And the sun is starting to come out here in Catalonia.
So, no rain in a couple of minutes at least.
As Makabo's pitting.
That might help in terms of undercut.
Yeah, I think he is going for a 2-stop because there was no way he can last the mediums this long. Since Cohen's had a puncture in F2 with 21 lap old tyres. Oh no! I thought Makaboto was going to get caught because Noyes' ghost is in the pit lane. As
we remember what happened in Baku.
Yeah, exactly. But it nearly stood there as RGB gets back ahead to P12 against Yano. So obviously, it looks like most of the battles are starting to calm down now.
Well, we've got one massive DRS train, and Barkabota hoping that his undercut will work. I assume it's going to work.
Yeah, but
again on Yano.
But Makaboto's probably going to have to pit again, so he's probably going for another pair of softs at the end of the race.
This might also be a strategy. At least you have the chance. You have the chance to get the fastest lap at the end of this Grand Prix.
True. That's if there's no safety that happens or ruins your race or something. As Drake is just easy getting away from Davey in Sector 3. Before the DRS is activated.
I assume Drake's got to set up a little bit more for the straights to help him keep the DRS train behind him.
Yeah, same with I think Davey's got more straight line speed than Drake, but you just can't keep up to him in the second and third sector.
Well, we'll see the timings. Unfortunately, F1 gamers have developed that much that we can check lap by lap what is the gap between them in every single lap, unless we go to the race director, which we cannot see because this happens.
The game's broken.
We cannot see the screen entirely.
But you've got the top 5 in a group by themselves. Gubil trying to chase them down as Hassan gets the second penalty of the day. The next group is Mr. BT, Javier, Joker, and how do you say that name? Sorry, Martino.
Tilsix. You can also call him Jacob.
Okay, I'll just call him Jacob. I didn't obviously want to be rude. But you got these four battling in a group. You've got the top five in a group. Obviously, Ghoul is trying to cut them down, but he has no DRS to help him. So I think he might pit for early, I feel like, Ghoul, if he's going to gain some time back. But we'll have to wait and see what happens as we're on lap 9 now of the Grand Prix.
Did you see that Dave and Drake are barely using any ERS? They both have got over 75%, over 80% at the moment. They're slightly inching away from Jack Jets on the third, which makes that a little bit of comfort, that you don't have to worry about the back, you don't have to look at the back. You can just fully attack the Mercedes driver in the lead and maybe get that lead of the race.
That's why Cameron retired. His internet started acting up during the race. That's why he retired. He didn't want to impact people's races.
Oh.
So he had a screen freeze as well. So that's why he didn't want to kill people in the race. So that's actually a really nice thing by Cameron. He could have easily stayed, but he decides to leave just to help the others. So that's good.
Well,
but hopefully he comes back strong for Belgium. What are you going to say, sorry, Batilio? Oh, hello.
Jacob has overtaken Dani Hernandez into near this contact between these two.
And where did
Dani go from?
Yeah, Danny had to go straight there over the gravel and grass.
Well,
hello, Loki's pitting. And Funky. And Davey.
Daniel pits, so right at the moment when you get the touch with Jacob, he's
Loki's gone for hard.
I wonder if he has got any floor damage.
And Davey. And Funky. All three guys who just paid have gone for hard.
This is the undercut attempt.
I feel like Drake is going to go for softs. I bet, obviously.
RGB is gone ahead of Dave. I don't think he'll be in trouble for very long.
Oh, and Funky's come right beside Funky, and Yono's going to be now between Loki and Makabota. Makabota's on the undercut, I've just realised.
Yep, there's a nearly free wide into turn 3.
So Loki is lost a position to his teammate. But Makabota needs to pit again. And Makabota goes to the outside dive.
Yano left him just enough space, but if the same thing happens as last time when they were fighting in the turn 7, and he's clean.
Oh, but Funky had a bit of a moment as well, so he's still up with. And Makabota's going to do it just. But Yano's going to come back with DRS.
Great race for the pole at the moment, despite that spin. We're talking about the current fighting with the McLarens.
Oh, the top 3 are in the pits.
And this might change the race strategies as well, because as you can see, there's another cut attempt. There's another cut attempt from Dave.
Javi has gone fastest and is now in the lead from the medium stint. But here comes the people who've just put the undercut.
Well, can Dave take the lead of the Spanish group? No, he can't. It did not work.
But watch out for Axe. Axe has managed to do an overcut though.
The undercut attempt did not work. It even made the things worse. Because you can see Dave is now out of the DRS from Drake. This is a highway for the American to win.
Yeah, but look, Martino, Axe has done an overcut. He's gained 2 positions.
Yep. It's going to be...
Josh Nolan retires in the pits.
Yep. But that's victory number 7 for Drake on the way. Especially when he has regained already 0.3 of a second. Which makes it open way.
But remember, the mediums did pop for cones on lap 21. Will the same fate follow Drake?
Well, his tires did not get a puncture in Portugal when he was keeping them for that long. Yeah,
but that was a glitch, remember, because everyone said the potential was like literally 20-30%. But Spain's one of those tracks that's very hard on its tires.
By the way, in terms of the mediums, Spain got a pit lane for Tilshix. Wojciech was trying to undercut. You know, I can see the Williams of George going slowly, retiring the race. It's going to damage Tobias' race.
Davy's gone faster. Davy's on the harder tires and he's gone faster. So I think he's pushing a bit.
Because Drake hasn't made a full lap yet.
Yeah, that is true actually. But it was yellow flags. I was just dropping on the car. But Makabota is now obviously on the charge, but he will not be able to make it to the end, unfortunately, on these mediums, unless he does some sort of miracle. But nearly 26 laps on mediums. Because I don't know if that's going to happen. Alright, so Javier still leads in the Ferrari with Mr. BT right behind him as Guwil gets a penalty.
The 3
So he's
seconds
now gonna-
worth of penalties. Big at the DRS train does not help.
But he has the mediums, so if he can get ahead of these two, he does have the pace advantage. But Funky might be on attack by Loki here because he doesn't have DRS of the car ahead of him. So we'll have to
at
wait
the
and see
moment,
what. Oh, go on.
Davi is 2.6 track. Well, as I said, he hasn't been
Oh,
making the fast lap because he has a
Axa gets past RGB for P5.
and the DRS is a little reason why he got that fastest lap. Meanwhile,
Yep.
Quill jumps.
Yeah, Guil's jumped to the P9 now. He's got past Loki.
Now
So
he
now
needs
he's
to
only
get.
got. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he
Go
needs
on.
to get. He needs to get Jack. We both wanted to say it at the same time. Daniel Hernandez gets another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
But Axa's all over the rear of Davey now. The tyres are working much better for Axa because he's on the softer compounds. Oh, Josh had side pod and rear wing damage with Tino.
Which, well, it makes it very hard to race.
That's pretty why he's retired. Because you're fly. Alright, but I'm curious when the front runners are going to pit. Are they going to go for a push the softs or are they going to go hard?
Well, 1.6 is the gap between Toby and Mr. PT. I'm just checking. As well as... Well, I think Aurelian can get David as well.
Axa might go for a move here on Davey for P4 on the road. He's got DRS and a ERS blast, and then he's going to take the inside and blast away from Davey into turn 1.
Rather easy move. Now
Further
he's got
behind,
clear
you
space.
will. Oh, that's it, Yano. He spat out and hit the wall. He's got front wing damage.
Most likely. I'm not checking because
Oh, he hit the throttle too early and just spun out again.
Aurelian, meanwhile, has got the fastest Sector 1 thanks to the DRS and successful overtake on David before the corner.
I feel this podium isn't going to be finished yet because the mediums will die off in the last 3 laps, and the hards will be still fine. So I feel like it's going to be us. Yano retires in the pits with little mistakes gone. So we have lost 5 drivers already, and we're only in lap 14 of the Grand Prix.
Yup, Yano has retired into multiple spins. He would have been lapped if he stayed out, as you can see.
Yeah, but I'm seeing what Davey's going to do. Is he going to attack Axa here, or is he going to let Axa go on his way? As Axa's now gone faster than 18.6 now. He just pitted. Oh, GP, he pitted. As here comes Guwil, he's going to take P7 away from Funky.
Now his job is to get away by 3 seconds because he's got that 3-second time penalty. He needs to get away to make safe. He's getting the damage limitation.
And obviously this is for the podium as well. Because if they can catch up the cars ahead, obviously this could be a podium battle. I'm going to actually check the front runners and see if anything's going on with penalties. Okay. Alright.
Track of 2 warnings, so that gets right.
No, let's just say P3, P4 and P5 have 2 warnings. As that's Nicholizzi spinning out.
This makes this race even a bit more interesting. Let's be honest.
Yeah, so Drake, Axa and Davey on 2 warnings each. So one more. Oh, this is going to be interesting because Spain's on those tracks where it's very hard to keep in the limit sometimes.
Well, David has got ERS, but I don't think he's going to overtake Axa, even though he's got way more ERS. He's gonna get a little bit closer, but that's it. Axel is also losing 2 tenths. Has lost 2 tenths this lap to Drake.
Yeah, but Drake's on literally when he gets in clean air. Drake's on another planet for pace.
Can he catch Ben Riddle and Topek Grimaldi before these two will go to the pits? That's the gap to the leader.
It's 7 seconds right now, but he is catching very slowly and steadily.
Okay, so let's see where would both Tobia and Mr. P come in. They would be between Loki and Tilshik. So
no, I think they'll be. I feel like they're going to be behind that Loki.
Yep, they will be, as I said, between Loki and Tilshik.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Loki and Funky.
Unless there's a safety car, then they will be ahead even of Gruil.
As Hassan gets past Michalizzi for P40 now.
Just to make sure these are the tyres, as
Mr. B
just goes to the pits, as I said.
Yep. No
Let's see if my predictions are right.
Let's see, obviously he is going for hards, definitely. Yep. 16 laps on the hards now.
Should be easy.
Yeah, he's going to be right behind Loki.
Not right behind, but he'll be on that clean space. Yellow flag 52, that's a Haas.
That's Hassan, he's got no front wing. There's
That's
debris
a
on the
Haas of
track.
Hassan being spun.
Will that trigger anything? There's a little bit of debris on track.
That's not.
No, that's pretty usual.
Well, this is not like in real Brazilian Grand Prix where we could have seen safety car and 2 virtual safety cars due to a bit of debris on the track.
Yep.
That bit of debris was an entire front wing once.
Well, yeah, but we had a proper safety car and a virtual safety car in the race. Which I won't ruin the results, obviously, if you haven't watched it. But Davies just sticking to AXA, DRS.
So, continuing 6.1 is the gap. Maybe let's go back to the interval to see if David can overtake AXA.
Yeah, obviously David's he's got more ERS, but obviously he knows if he burns it, obviously AXA's going to come back at him the next lap. So I feel like that Davies is going to stay in the DRS and just follow along. Because this is the track where the only place you can overtake is at the front stretch. But he might actually make it just with DRS. Yeah, and he's deactivating to stay behind them.
It's only 1/10. If he used that overtake, he would have been ahead, I think.
Yeah, but obviously he wants to stay behind them, as you can tell.
Maybe
so
to use that DRS. Sorry, DRS.
I think he's going to wait until the tyres die off for AXA.
I wonder what's the tyre wear, because only thing I know about the streamers of this race, as the points of view, is Drake. Drake is the only one streaming.
Yeah, but the only one I know, obviously, about tyres is obviously that in F2, obviously Collins and the Ferrari had a puncture on lap 21 on the mediums. No, not 21, his tyres were 21 laps old.
Okay, let me check
we'll have to see
the tyre wear.
Oh, okay. There's another penalty.
This time it's Toshik's. Okay, find the guy.
He's very wide.
Yep, he's doing his point of view. Let me see if there's anything about tyre wear.
Oh wait, look, he's in the same as well. I forgot about that.
Well, he does not check at how old they are. 7 laps.
Loki might go for a move here for Funky. And Loki's going to take the inside line and get past Funky to P7.
Alright. Meanwhile, speaking about Drake, the tyre wear of him right now is 25% on the front left, the rest is 20%.
Yeah, but what surprised me is I think Javi is going to push for softs. Because he would have pitted by now.
Well, just to make sure, he would be ahead of Tilshik, that's it.
Yeah, obviously, but he's going for softs, so he can get past his lap here today for Ferrari. But Loki is not pulling away from Funky, so Funky's not going to have DRS now, following. This is the thing about Spain, that you need to get ahead and then pull away before the DRS.
You know, the gap between the top two at the moment is 4.7. Between Drake and Dave, it's half a tenth. Sorry, Axe and Dave. Because between Drake and Axe is over 5 seconds. Dave is not looking like a happy man to make a move. He stays on that 4th place. By the way, if Drake gets...
I saw
What just happened?
Foggy hit the brakes. Before turn 1, he hit the brakes, so he stays behind low key.
Okay.
I was on Funky's POV, I just saw the brake pop up. I saw the brake icon pop up and I was like, wait a minute, he's not the oh. Alright, so it looks like Drake is catching heavily into Javi now. He's cut a second this lap.
Well,
as Javi has now lapped Miku also.
I'm interested, very much interested, how long the tires of Javi will survive. Because, well, 10 laps on soft is doable, but 20 on mediums, well, accounts told us the limit is 20, and how have probably listened to him as he goes to the pits, change most likely to the soft tire compound until the end of this Grand Prix. It's very risky strategy, the soft medium, in both ways, but it can work.
So he's pitted. Yes, I think he has gone for softs. Yeah, so Javi is going 12 laps on softs.
Marco was pitting as well for the new mediums, I guess.
Yeah, he had to obviously pit against. He's committed to a 2-stop.
Yep, he is in.
So Drake's back in the lead with a healthy 5.4 second gap away from AXA. AXA's on for his best result again this season, E2. And Davey will get another podium here. So that'll be back-to-back podiums.
Well, we told that top 8 has guaranteed seat for the next season in Ero F1, but what about the line users? We plan to go with the line of yet again. Obviously, if there is enough people, but top 8 gets the seats for sure. How about the people with line? Where will it go? If they stay with...
Yeah, but you gotta feel a lot of people still want to keep line on, you know this.
What?
But you gotta see how it goes. RGB joins the penalties for 3 seconds.
I was thinking about giving it to the driver, but without the line, or just the driver has to sign up without the line, like Davey or Ken.
Yeah, I get yes. Wheel's now started up his pace now. He's now gone faster with no DRS still.
Well, looks like he's back on the pace.
Well, the fact that everyone's been doing that with DRS, Google's doing his lap with no DRS at all, which is quite a blinder when you think about it. As usual, the Spanish Grand Prix, it is turned boring as hell.
Well, it does not. We are still following. If Guil can get both Dave and Axe, just to confirm it once again, that Enzo guy is Guil. Just to confirm. Don't worry. Like, Enzo has been here in a couple of races, but that's it.
Yeah. But obviously he's got to manage his tyres. Obviously since he's on mediums, well, he's got another 11 laps in these.
Also looks like Tobia is likely to be safe for this test as he's gaining only a 10 and most of the sector 3. Now he's getting another one, so we'll see how is his time management. As David is not using his ERS yet again. Tobia can only go to the fastest lap.
Oh, actually, I've just realised Javi is only P7. He can actually push up for points. I thought he was much further back, so he might catch Funky and Low Key.
Take it slowly. Meanwhile, Zelchik has lost places into the 1 DRS zone. He's touched with Daniel and had to go out of the track for a bit. Let's check these tires. Mediums for Turka, so it might mean they will be dying at the ending stage of the race. There are still the battle for the second place. Guil is catching, but he has got the 3-second time penalty. So it all depends on David when he will pull out that move.
Yep, I'm just going to go back to low keys, POV.
Stave, Wolver's very close to getting that warning for exceeding track limit, and it would have been a 3-second time penalty, as you said. They both have got 2 warning.
Oh, hello. Okay. I've just seen low keys percentage on his hards.
What's the percentage?
His highest percentage is 28 right now.
How about Drake?
I don't know. I was on low key. That's on the hard. It's 28%. So I think maybe add about 10 to 12% added on for the mediums. I feel like.
So she's got another 3-second time penalty.
So I'm gonna guess Drake should be around the 40s.
So, well, we'll still follow the top drivers, I think, with a second. But Guil is now 1.2, so if I was Dari, I would think about overtaking the Alpine driver.
Yeah, but they've got Guil just chasing them down.
Yep, and this is why I think Dari should start pushing Axel a bit and get that second place.
It's the same with Javier. He's cut nearly a second ahead of the guys ahead of him.
Yup, this might be an overtake in the next 2 laps. This strategy might be OP for the... Okay!
Oh,
the 3 seconds.
Oh, that's the golden opportunity for Funky, but Javier is now going to be DRS, I feel like, for this front stretch.
As at the moment, yep, David has used a little bit of ERS, but it might not be enough to get access this lap. 4 tenths, 3 tenths, second
Yellow
3
flag.
laps.
It's Mr. BT.
Mr. BT spun out.
He spun out, but he's nearly cracked the cars coming rejoining the track. But thankfully he's kept. But look at Javier now. He's all over the guys ahead of him. You're on the harder compound tyres, and Javier's got on the soft, as now Ken gets the penalties now.
So at the moment, Jack Gittel is still in the 5th place, not 6th as he is right now. It's Loki has to worry about his penalty because he is now on the 6th. Well, Toby Ronaldo as well. The Ferrari driver has got also a penalty, but we don't know how much. I don't remember, and I will not show you, not to spoil the party.
Yeah, but you got to think about Javier, kid. If he gets ahead of these guys, he's got clean air, and he's on the softer compound tyre. But he needs to make this pace work before his softs die off. Because the softs can last 11 laps, but they are very worn by the end.
At the moment, the gap between Drake and Axel is 7 seconds. I know it's 6.9 at the moment, but it looks like we might be looking at 2 overtakes at once. Guil is officially within the DRS of David.
Oh, yeah, but he's got no ERS. And David's just still not using the ERS to get past Axel. He's waiting, I feel like, for the last few laps. But it might be too late because Axel's saving ERS and have to burn a little bit.
As you can see at the moment, Tobias stays behind. He does not go for a move at any point.
Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, there we go. So it looks like Drake's front left has now hit the 40s.
40s?
Yes.
I'd be more worried if it was 50s or even 60s. Well, 60s would be a bit spicy for this race. I'll be honest. So Davik was in the lead after it just for a couple of seconds in total when he was fighting Drake. Will to win in lap 1. And might be his only seconds of the lead.
But remember, we've still got 7 laps to go, and remember, it was lap 21 when the puncture happened in the other league. So you never, the loader case, you never know what's going to happen. But Davey's got a bad exit. He's on 100% ERS. And he's still not using it.
What are you saving this ERS for? Man. Yellow flag to Victor 3, that's Ben Vidal yet again.
Mr. BT, who's got no front wing.
Petition to Daniel Hernandez to stop getting these penalties.
Further back, Joker's going to take P8 from Ken.
Well, he locked up, but he's got ahead on the 8th.
Yep.
So yellow flag is 3 yet again. Mr. PT joins the pit lane, and well, I don't want to be a master predictor, but I know what's gonna happen. I think either he goes on soft to the fastest lap.
He'll hit the fastest lap. I'm wondering if anyone else is going to, like RGB. Mikulitsi could do this as well. As Mikulitzi's going to go for another lap. But Drake leads now by 8 seconds now. He's having a commander lead.
They both are... Drake is lapping now, Mr. PT. He's gone on the soft tires, am I right?
Yeah, Davy's still not using the RS.
4 tenths, 3 tenths, 2 tenths. Is it enough to make a move? No.
Javier is trying to attack Funky, but he's just too far back.
So it's 3 tenths between these two still.
It's Funky's weather thing that says drain in 10 minutes.
Are you serious? Get that safety car, please.
We've only got 5 laps to go.
Well, if it was Belgium, there would be a little bit of a chance.
Yes, but let's not worry about that. As there goes Drake, lapping Mr. BT. But now look at this three-way battle for the podium now between AXA, Davy. Oh, hello, AXA's fuel warnings popped up.
Okay. Fine.
AXA's fuel warning lights popped up. I don't know if he needs the saving course.
So, well, I need to check that one out. Yep.
Davy needs to push. Davy needs to get past him now, because if he doesn't, AXA's going to have enough to defend against him.
I cannot see how much exactly of a fuel Davy gets, but he's getting very close. Meanwhile, Jackson makes a move.
Yeah, Funky didn't attack that, so I think he knows the 3-second penalty. He doesn't need to attack Funky. So Funky's now being released to try and catch the cars ahead. So let's see what's going to happen. He's got 3 seconds to get in 4 laps against the...
Oh, that's very close between these two. Axel looks like he's short-shifting to save that little bit of fuel. He's now on 0.0 of that fuel load. 0.0 laps. He must short-shift, which nearly caused an incident between these two. Davey must make a move on this lap if he wants to get that second place for sure.
Yeah, low-key saving the RS for the line of food. That's a Haas of a Hasser, and he spun out. And he's just trying to get the car turned around. Oh, he's destroyed his front wing.
Well, now we're looking at Davey. Is he going for a move? Yes, he is a bit.
No, he stopped.
So I think he's again going to be very close, but not close enough. Yet again, the gap between top 2 of Drake and Axe is 10 seconds.
Yep. Drake is just dominating here today.
As usual.
It's like a Lewis Hamilton literally Mercurius around here. He just takes the lead and is gone. But the battle for the podium positions is still going on. Axe is still trying to save fuel.
Is he gonna do
and
it?
he's got Drake Davy, who's got a lot of double the ERS that AXA has. Davy needs to get past him, I think, this lap. Because obviously he has the more ERS and he will have a better overall race at the end. And since AXA needs to stop to keep up. So this is
the pits. That soft tires or retirement session because of the gap.
I'm surprised Mikulitsi hasn't pitted yet for soft tires.
Oh.
Because Mickey would actually get a full-on point in the stand as well. As we start lap 31 now, Drake lead handsomely still. As AXA now has got David still not attacking him.
At this point, I'm wondering what the AlphaTauri driver is waiting for. He's got tire advantage. Even though Axe's compound is softer, tires of the Frenchman are dead. Also, he's got ERS advantage. And most importantly, fuel advantage. He does not need to short shift. And he's still waiting for a move.
Huge. As a Joker is going to get taken out the outside by Ken on turn 1. Ken moves into P8, but obviously with penalties applied, which are obviously unknown. We don't know, but David might come back in the next turn 3, but can't do it.
Well, David's got a 3-second time penalty.
Oh no!
This is why I was talking. This is why I kept talking. Why are you not making the move?
Look, Funky can get the podium. Look at the gap now.
Well, it's very close between the top, from 3rd to 6th.
Oh my word! The podium is not decided yet.
Leader gap.
11.1.
That's very close, to say the least.
2nd, 3rd, and 4th have been caught by 5th, 6th, and 7th now.
You can see the reaction of David to the penalty as he's making the move on Axe to take the 2nd place very clearly indeed. And Axe...
Oh! Axe, I saw that! Axe is backed up, he's trying to save fuel still.
Well, this is not helping Axe at all in terms of podium at least.
No. Yeah, unfortunately, unless Funky can stick to the gap because he's the only one in the group behind us on a penalty.
And you can see how much of time David was losing behind Axe as he got the fastest Sector 1 of this session.
So Funky is only 4 attempts off Google right now.
55% of the ERS. How's the time wear of Drake?
Yeah, he hasn't popped it up yet for a while, so I don't know.
Is there any indicator?
No, not just, well, it's orange.
It's orange.
Oh my word! It's front left 62. No, 67. Drake's front left is 67 on the final lap of the Grand Prix right here.
I remember from one other league, that was still on F1 2019, the driver has won a race with 89% of the tire in the front left. But
yeah, but who is going to get the podium though? Since everyone's got penalties ahead apart from Funky and Axe, obviously.
This is going to be very close. Daniel Hernandez gets another 3-second time penalty.
Funky needs to push like hell on these horses now because Loki's been overtaken, and now Funky needs to push like absolute hell to win this race.
Then we have another 3 seconds as well.
Sorry. But Davey is one of the surprises since he could actually just lose his podium, actually. Just judging by the gap. I will not say the gap's till the end.
I'm following Drake's tires like an obsession.
It said Drake's front left was 67.
Well, it can pop out on 62%, it can not pop out on 90%.
If he pops on the line, that is funny.
Well, let's see. Because Drake Dempsey is on a great way to win the Spanish Grand Prix. It's victory number 7 for the American.
But who is going to get the podium? We've got an absolute titanic battle going on between 5 cars.
Will Axe run out of fuel? This is the most interesting. Oh, he does not. He's going to
finish
the line.
Actually did run out of fuel. And Funky's got the podium with Axe.
Both of them got podiums. Dave, he's got that late penalty and it cost him the 2nd place, which could have been impressive performance.
By 4 tenths. Funky had a storming last lap to push up to it.
Tanya Hernandez has spun it on the last corner.
And Macabota might get past him as well here, and Macabota does.
And Macabota finishes right ahead of Tilshix.
Macabota gets the last point because of that spin.
Okay, so Mikulic is complaining about the lack of safety car. We're not complaining about this race. Spanish Grand Prix has proved to be somewhat interesting. With all the tire choices, the strategies, and the penalties, it can become a pretty interesting race. Drake wins, Axe 2nd, Jack 3rd,
Yay!
First
So we've
podium
got
of the season for Jack.
Yeah, and obviously Axel's best result yet again matched. Oh, wow, the gap was only 6 tenths between those two on the podium. So Drake wins again to extend his championship lead now. Since Google only got P5.
Okay,
DVP4,
fastest lap belongs to Ben
he
Riddle.
got a penalty in the last few laps, which unfortunately lost his chance for the podium today.
I need to see. Danny, how the hell did you get 15 seconds?
That's Spain. Loki gets P6, Javier P7, Ken P9, P8, RGB P9, Makabot P10, Silas, Jacob P11,
I'll be
Joker,
honest.
Mr. Litzy, Mr. BT, Hassan, it just disconnected me again. Yano, Josh Unknown, Noy Loser, and unfortunately Cameron and Kian unfortunately having moments to crash out. Yeah, it just completely disconnected me again. Oh no.
Okay, time for the press conference scene. Vroom. There you go. Also, who's got that? Hassan did not finish in the point. Marco Botta has got 1 point. Jakub Czyszek has been very close. DNF for Cameron. DNF for Jano. RGP finished in the points, I believe. I need to make sure. By the way, you can already move to the... Okay, he's already moved to the conference room.
Very well.
Hello. Even though I'm speaking only to my co-commentator who I have already met. And during the race.
Yeah, what are you saying?
What are you against speaking the Japan?
Stava ancora visti la borsa? La borsa da quello so.
If anyone can...
Podoba ancora visti la borsa? La borsa da volta.
I must do something.
Oh yeah, look at the F1 chat. Davey's very happy about that penalty.
Yeah. So, I'm taking the Japanese and I'm doing a revenge on you.
Sai quello so?
No. Watashi wa anata ni shoiki ni narimasu. Watashi wa nihongo o hanashimasen.
Da?
Stop, this is a serious league. Okay, just speaking, I was in Japanese replying to Luke. I don't speak Japanese and I'm honest. By the way, we've got Drake in the conference already.
Yeah, well, Drake's muted is pretty usual, so.
Are you talking to me?
Hello, Drake.
Hello.
Well, you seem happy about that. You change your profile picture and this happens.
I changed in the past.
Question number 1.
Oh, God, here we go.
Tire wear.
It was 67 on your front left is what I saw.
72.
Yeah, awesome.
72 front left on the worst.
Yeah, the front left. I look because I was watching your live stream. Oh, it's wrestler tires. So he's front left. Oh, what the hell?
And with the DRS and just a push lap at the end, I managed to get within 2/10 of the fastest lap, so it was close, but not close enough.
Sorting already the standings because we already got them. There we go.
DRS carried me. I had like DRS last 5 laps all straights.
Well, Davey had 100% every lap basically. Like he didn't use any behind AXA for some reason. But who's that? Just speaking of AXA.
Speaking of AXA, I must make sure he's done it and he has been guaranteed seat.
Hello, Jack.
Yo, what's good?
Well, you sound happy.
No, you should reaction.
Well, welcome to the podium for this season.
Thank you. Honoured to be here.
You'll get used to Drake being here if you come here again.
Yeah, it's usually just a grill and assassin party, but
Yeah, and AXA just in the third wheel in the background.
yeah. No, it's good.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about
okay,
these
so
3, as far as I'm aware, they finish on the top 3 like they usually do only 4 times this season. So it's been only 4 times these 3 on the podium.
So that means AXA's now guaranteed an F1 next season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Finally, you are not the warranted driver.
AXA, you
So
sounded very
finally,
happy about that.
I can now put my my Ocon in.
Oh no. Well, it's Belgium next week, so I don't think you want.
Oh, mauvais track.
Okay, so do you want to start the interviews now with TVO? Because I
Yes.
gotta go in 10 minutes.
Yes. So this is a 10-minute conference.
Yes. So we'll start with P3, obviously his first podium of the season in the Williams. His first one since Brazil last season when he won the race. Jack, you here still?
Yeah, I'm here.
I was like, damn, he died.
Just checking messages, you know.
Okay. So how did you feel going into this race in general for like the Spanish Grand Prix?
Well, I hate Spain for starters, but
Who does?
well, the thing is, I was practicing with Loki a lot this week, and we ran a practice session before the race, and everyone seemed to have really close like quality times between everyone. So I really didn't know how it was going to end. To be honest, I would have thought maybe like outside the points or inside the points, but
But you did have a good lap though, because obviously you held pole for about a few minutes before along came Drake.
of course.
But
Yeah,
you
I mean,
thought, oh, Drake hasn't set that yet.
yeah, no, it wasn't. I knew a 16-1 wouldn't get pole, but it was a decent banker to be fair. But yeah, I mean, it was super tight, and I think there was a pretty big DRS train.
Yeah, because you and Loki were next to each other for a lot of the race in the hard stage.
Yeah, I think we didn't leave each other's side, to be honest.
Yeah, and then obviously you got past them in the final lap and then just pushed like hell.
Yeah, we were actually in party together, kind of.
Yeah, I
working
know. I was watching his live stream. It's the fact that Josh was being your bleed engineer as well.
Yeah, no, Josh was hooking it up with the engineering, and yeah, it was just good. It was all good. The only thing was when me and Loki came out of the pits, we started having this massive fight with
Macabotter and all that. Yeah,
Marco, and I can't remember what his name is, but that was really annoying. I felt like that's when we threw away like P3, and then yeah.
Yeah, but then thankfully you kept it clean, and obviously you pinched it with 4 tenths on the line.
Oh really? I
Yeah.
didn't. I just saw P3 and then I screamed.
Yeah, Davey was 4 tenths behind you because of the penalty he got with 2 laps to go.
Oh, crazy!
He got it 2 laps to go as well. So how do you think he feels?
Yeah, no, I speak for him, but obviously. Yeah.
But well done, obviously getting your best result this season.
Thank you.
And obviously, hopefully, this helps you in the championship. Obviously, in the top 8, maybe.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
You're already ahead of Paulo.
Okay, so
yeah, no, I just checked standings now, and I was like, yeah, nice 8 points head houseman.
But it was a good race by you today. Obviously, you got a good race pace, and obviously kept it clean for the whole race. So unless you've got anything after Tino, we can move on to AXA.
Fine. How was your tire wear and fuel?
Oh, it was actually fine because I've decided I'm never underfueling again because Hungary I ran out of fuel, France I ran out of fuel. So I was just like, fuck this.
I'm going to interrupt you quickly. AXA, did you run out of fuel in the line?
I start with 0.20 more, and at the end I got the flash with the fuel tank.
Yeah, I was wondering because you let 2 cars past you. Is AXA running out of fuel? Because I saw your light on the car, obviously, so I just wanted to ask that quickly.
I just let by also Guil because I was slow and I wanted to stay in DRS and I don't. It was not my target to block him or something, so I let by. And he had 3 seconds, so it was useless to defend.
Yeah, but obviously it was a good race by Gio, obviously. But well done, Jacket and P3 today in today's race. Obviously, hopefully we see you back here at Belgium. Because remember what happened last year was between you and Josh. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so we'll move on to AXA now. Obviously, P2 is best results still. So how did you feel about the race, AXA? Since you were quite good in qualifying, you were in the close battle for it as well.
I will answer to Drake with the when I say the fuck in the.
All right, AXA's gonna call
because
you
I fall on Hassan, and he blocked me when I had maybe 3/10 3/10 of improvement. So I was very angry, and maybe I lost. I could have a chance to win if I didn't been blocked. I don't know if it's in English, but I think you understood what I mean. And the race, it was difficult to overtake at the beginning.
Well, it's
So
Spain. What do you expect?
yeah, it's difficult, and so I saw Loki, and I don't remember. Maybe it was
Funky.
it was Funky ahead. I saw they pit, so I decided to go another lap, and I gave everything, and so I think it was a brilliant overcut. So I like it, and after I was 3 seconds behind Drake, so I tried to come back, but I decided after to I was approximately in the same pace, but he was a bit faster, so I decided to cool down my pace to don't risk a puncture or something, and I only I also knew that that I had the fuel problem, so maybe you saw I upshift
Yeah, we were
fast.
seeing that in the last few laps. You were upshifting very quickly.
Yes,
But obviously, you held on. Obviously, with the penalties ahead, you got P2 again here this season. Obviously,
yeah,
still waiting that exclusive P1, but this is when they have Drake and Google here. But congrats on getting P2, obviously, and obviously
thanks.
qualifying for the top 8, obviously for next season.
Yes.
Yay!
But we'll move on to Drake, who's talking to Gula in chat right now because he's not happy that Drake won again. Honestly, Drake, I like the fact you're literally thinking, what the hell he's going on about? Why else would he be having a go at you?
I was not familiar with the phrase. I thought the thing wasn't cool. I thought,
It's fine, don't worry, Drake. But obviously, well done yet again for another victory here this season. And obviously, it was one of those ones where you only had a battle with David at the start, and then after that, you were gone.
yeah, Davey, he could have put on the mediums and would have been fine. Maybe stayed out a lap longer on the sauce. I don't know what his tire wear was like, but he definitely
Well,
wouldn't.
I was in low keys POV, and apparently the hards were like 50% when they got across the line.
Yeah, I
I think
swear.
they didn't want to risk the mediums puncturing or something because it happened to Colt in F2.
Well, I mean, if the race was a lap longer, I might be risking a puncture, but
Yeah, but obviously you held on. Obviously, I was waiting for a punch to happen on the line.
obviously I'm planning for a 33 lap race, not a 34 one. So
Fair, but obviously, well done yet again. Another victory helping your championship now, obviously, because Watini, how far is he ahead now?
The gap
18.
is now 18 points. Actually, have checked it. I don't know.
18
Am I right?
points. Obviously, with Belgium, Mexico, Australia, and Brazil to go in the championship.
By the way, the only position that AXA can get now mathematically is second, so it's only these two with 4 races to go. You can see how much of a domination these two have.
Okay, but obviously,
I'm still on the championship battle or not?
No.
Then I can mathematically I can be champion. Huh?
no, you can't.
No. Unless
It's finished.
official, it's been official. Drayton has been disqualified for the Spanish Grand Prix for not getting victory.
Oh,
But no, but that means Funky wins because he deserves a win. No, but obviously, so how do you feel for Belgium next week?
I need to do F, but here comes Guillermo Medronia. He's neck on neck with Drayton. This is all I need.
No.
no.
So,
Don't
how do you
back
feel for Belgium next week then?
again.
Because What's your feelings for Belgium, which is the next track?
All the rest of the tracks are good tracks for me, and I quite like them, all of them. So I'm looking
But
forward
that'll
to.
be fun. I know Jax is because he likes killing his teammates at Belgium.
Don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Those guys kill each other in Ferrari. But
Yeah.
Axel, how do you feel for Belgium?
Oh, I just saw my chance of championship are 0.
Axel, I'm sorry, but even if these two crash out now, you're gonna have literally no chance. Yeah, but it can't be helped with Drake. So Drake's gonna do a last question
I
mark
got
every
too much
race now.
bad luck this season, so I will try to maybe get one win or
Yeah,
this
you never
season
know
if
what's
I
gonna happen. Because I think
what?
Travis got his first win last season in the last 2 races.
Yeah.
And obviously you won yours in Canada with 4 or 5 rounds to go, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I won Canada. So I will try to win one. To it will be my only satisfaction of the. I don't know if it's English satisfaction.
So
But,
Drake, you need to let him pass if he's behind you on the last lap. Just like,
And,
no.
Well, can we finish this conference by now? By the way,
Yeah, we'll go for it, obviously. So watch
because
out for
we're
Jack. He's
literally
gonna kill his
heading
teammate next week.
into Joe. Anyways, I just have some news for you. Ero S6 calendar. Well, there is still that Jeddah Grand Prix that stops us, but Belgium,
Oh, no.
Mexico, and Brazil are the races where we are normally racing.
But I'm guessing we'll want to have Saudi Arabia, but we're not going to be racing, obviously.
Well, Saudi Arabia, let's check out that one.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to probably be Australia.
Well, it starts half an hour late comparing to Brazil, so we have to start
Oh, for God's sake.
17:30. It is. We have to start 2 hours early.
Oh, well, that could be fun.
Say again.
We have to start 2 hours early
For
What,
what
next
race?
week?
for
Saudi
Australia.
Arabia.
So we'll discuss if we actually even make the race.
What?
We'll discuss if there's any point in even making the
okay.
the Australian Grand Prix in F1.
8 o'clock.
That's going to be fun.
We could just sack Australia altogether. I mean,
Yeah, I would-
No, Funky, you're going to do Australia, you don't care.
mm,
I mean,
All right,
we can all
but
the
this is what we are going to discuss after the stream. Right now, I'm telling you to like that stream, to click the like button, to subscribe,
Okay, I
with
need to go because
notification,
I'm about to start my race. So goodbye,
sign up
everyone.
to season
I'll see you
7,
next week.
and join our partnered server. We are now Discord partners if you want to know. Meanwhile, it's time to say goodbye, and thank you for watching. See you next week. And they have all probably left. Am I right? No, it's just Luke. So bye bye.
Bye.